Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a slow descent into permanent madness, but in a tea for teen kind of way, so don't freak out. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And anyone who I didn't get around to kidnapping yet can volunteer as an audience member and play along. It's just as deadly. All this making sense? Any questions? I don't really care. Let's go. First question. Why do I always get emails with such weird addresses? Just give me my penis-enhancing pills and hot singles in my area already. What country is represented by the URL suffix .vn? And the correct answer is... who got it right? Which leaves only you. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome to the killing floor. Let's play the finger-cutting game. I used to call this one Knifey Pointy, but the name didn't test well with the focus group I kidnapped. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. End of instructions. Think happy thoughts. Come on, you don't need all the... We do have fun here. Ooh, look! Here's everybody's score. I put a lot of work into the scoreboard. Here's another one. If you're 65 or younger, good luck with this question. How many cards do you need to play euchre? And the correct answer is... this one. Which leaves only you. I have a surprise for you. Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's see if you can string some letters together. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. Just ignore any blood on the letters. Your friend will be playing too. And if your friend spells a longer word than you, you die. Begin. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Let's see what you could come up with. Let's see if your word holds up. Dang it, I was really looking forward to killing you. Maybe next time. Here's how the standings are. Standing. Let's try this again. Very important question. Where can a fella get a Jamocha shake? Who said this? Which leaves only you. Prepare for your punishment. It's time for a memory game. Everyone gets to play this time. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've seen enough. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? Don't let those other players do better than you, okay? For real, it'll be bad. And looky, here's the pattern. How much of it did you remember? You got it exactly right. Ugh, let's see how your friends did. We'll get you next time. Let's try another one. What country produces the most bananas? Who said this one? Which leads only you. Let's play a game. I want to play a dice game. I'll go first. 9. Now I need a little help from a safe player. You'll do. In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? The choice is yours. This could go either way. Exciting. Roll lower than me or you die. You really need to work on your rolling game. Ta-ta! So, I just killed you and you're totally a ghost now. But you're not getting out of this game that easily. Ghosts still get to play and can even win the whole thing in the final round. It's about to get incorporeal up in here. Only one player left alive, just how I like it. Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Animals that lay eggs. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Time is almost up. Let's see the right answers. You move forward 1 space for every correct answer. Aww, you have to get answers right to get closer to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Decisions. A bunch of smart people, huh? Here's another one. Letters in the Greek alphabet. Anytime today, kiddo. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. Left-handed pitchers. Decision? You got a ghost breathing down your neck. Spooky! Romance language. Your friend! Better get away fast. Human bones. question. Masters Tournament winners. Decisions. Another life swap. 12 Apostles of Jesus. Anytime today, kiddo. So many kills. Here's another one. The Jungle Book animals. Decisions. So much blood! Here comes the next question. Noble gases. Life swap. The shadows are coming. Caribbean nations. This is so exciting. Too slow. So sad. Mushrooms.
Terrible tragedy. I wouldn't recommend poking around the old carnival grounds. They say terrible things happen there. A deadly game that danced around sex and drug references but never explicitly said them, so
Welcome to Trivia Night. I feel like we've done this before. We've done this before, right? I just didn't dream that. Weird. Well, let's get to it. First question. What is the capital of Finland? Time's running out. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Which needs only you. Come with me. Welcome to the killing floor. Uh-oh, this is a mess. I'm going to need everyone's help. This piece of art has blood all over it. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If anyone does better than you, I will be testy. Hurry! As the voices in my head always say, find the blood! Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work. No mistakes? What are you, some kind of secret art forger? I guess let's see how everyone else did, just for the heck of it. Psh, whatever. And here's where everybody's at, because, you know, we don't rank people enough in society. Let's try another one. Every kid knows about milk, fudge, and lemonade, but where's Biomaid? Who picked this? Which leaves only you. I have a surprise for you. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. Let's play a dice game. I'll go first. 9. You'll be my assistant for a second here. Should they roll higher or lower? You can make it as hard or as easy. The math says this could go either way, although the fact that you're in a murder dungeon does skew the odds a bit. Roll lower than me or you die. I guess the dice like you. Don't blame yourself. It was blind luck. You'll get them next time. Who's the best serial killer? I am. Okay, where was I? Here's that scoreboard again. I made it pretty clear what this was the first time, right? I think I'm over-explaining. How about this? What was journalist Edward R. Murrow's closing line at the end of newscasts? And the correct answer is this one. Which leaves only you. I want to show you something. It's loser wheel time. Go ahead, give it a... Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. And the loser wheel has chosen. We're down to one player already? I haven't seen a derailment that bad since the time I set up my nephew's train set. Okay, here's the plan. If you can survive the next 2 questions, I'll power up the final round and open the escape door. Alright, next question. I'm not saying I do this, so don't freak out or anything, but... if I wanted to send the smallest bone in your body to your loved ones, where would I dig it out with my rusty tools? Who said this one? Very good. Let's try this again. I am really sorry about this next question. Please forgive me. Who's the youngest of the Kardashian sisters? Who picked this? Only a ghost got it wrong. Lame. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body. Here's your first category. Western African countries. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. Girl Scout cookies. Decisions. Legumes. Anytime today. Beware of the darkness. Invertebrates. Decisions. Robert De Niro films. Woodwind instruments. I hate it when everyone gets it right. Here's another one. Erectile dysfunction drugs. Just a few more steps. Songs on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Time is almost up. German car manufacturers. On this. Venomous snakes. Anytime today. A sequel with the entire original cast. I hope you all got points on the back end. If not, I'll puncture a few new ones for you. Okay now, first question. What's the Roman numeral for 150? And the correct answer is... Who got it right? Which means only you. Let's play a game. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play Chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to drop your poison in. Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. These chalices are all pretty sweet. Hey, that... tasty. Now let's see what everyone drank. Huh, no one drank any poison. What a waste of expensive poison. Here's everybody's scores. It's a good way to compare yourself to others and maybe start to feel bad about yourself. Here's another one. Which came first? And the correct answer is... this one? Too easy. Alright, next question. Who did Blake Lively marry in 2012? picked this. Everyone is wrong. You're in for a treat. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. Wow, look at this big enticing pile of cash just sitting here. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies. But if you do take the money, I'll kill everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die. Huddle up and talk about your strategy, dingalings. Time for the reveal. Everybody taking money means nobody gets to live. Oh, come on. None of you could survive longer than that? I set all this stuff up hoping we get to play more than just a handful of minutes. Weak sauce, people. Weak sauce.
Terrible tragedy. I'd keep a wide berth of that old dentist's office if I were you. Rumor has it some awful things happened there. A party game, but with creepy stuff added. I don't know, I think maybe...
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the trivia. Okay now, first question. What was Doc Brown's time machine made out of in the first draft of the movie Back to the Future? And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Which leaves only you. Prepare for your punishment. Welcome to the killing floor. Nothing says, yup, you're probably going to die, than taking a spin at the loser wheel. Less stalling. Spin, spin, spin. Better luck next life. Oh crap, I just realized there's only one of you left alive. That means we should go to the final round now, but it's early, and I'm having too much fun. How about this? If you can survive the next 2 questions, I think the final round should finally be ready to go. It's worth the wait. Trust me. I've got more questions for you. The Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II celebrated how many years of her reign? Who said this one? Which leaves only you. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome back to the killing floor. Please take off your shoes. Woo, woo, woo. Math alert. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 10 right, you die. Let's go. Math, 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 math. Stop counting with your fingers. It's sad. Only time for a few more problems. Should I check you for a hidden abacus? I should probably be sprinkling in more clues about my true identity. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, here's one. My name is not Brad. Next question. What's the height of the original Squatty Potty? And the correct answer is this one. Everyone is wrong. Come with me. Well, I hope you know how to spell. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. But I will be very disappointed if you can't find at least a 5-letter word. Word time, go! You're almost out of time. Let's see what you came up with. Life is pain. We barely got going and you're all dead. What the H, people? I'm going out for ice cream. I don't want to see any of you ghosts when I get back. Capiche?
Terrible tragedy. I wouldn't go walking around that abandoned strip mall if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. A twisted trivia game show with a lot of pop culture references.
It's sequel time, and if you're worried that this will just be another tired retread of the predecessors, well then, you're right. Let's go. Here's the first question. What organ gives you insulin? And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Everyone is wrong. You're in for a treat. Welcome to the killing floor. Things have been too polite. Let's have violence. You can attack someone else. You can defend yourself. Or you can grab some money. And if no one gets hurt, I'll still punish someone. So make sure someone gets hurt. Make your choices. And hey, try to have fun out there. The whole point of a life or death decision is that you have to decide something. You did nothing. That just won't do. You can see the full explanation of the tiebreaker rules over on my website. And truth be told, I could really use the traffic. I've been trying to use social media, but it's not working. Oh wow, I see it's already down to just one player. I should have paced this out better. If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round. Alright, next question. What state does the Netflix documentary Making a Murderer take place in? Who picked this? Only a ghost got it wrong. Too easy. Here's another one. What is the part of the noose you stick a head through called? Time's running out. Who picked this? Everyone is wrong. Prepare for your punishment. Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's test your memory. Memorize the pattern. Do 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 ba do ba do ba do. Alright, let's put these away. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? And because it's just you, Ding Dong, I require a perfect score. Was this the order you burned into your brain? How'd you do? Mistakes are unacceptable. And I just realized you're all dead. No one made it to the final round. That's a major bummer. I mean, I want to kill you and all, but I also want to get to the end. Classic game balancing, you know? I should probably have playtest some of the mechanics more. Maybe gone to PAX or Gen Con and abduct some people there. Get some honest feedback on how quickly they die. Well, maybe next time.
Terrible tragedy.
Wow, this is like deja vu. This is the second time I found a perfectly good Funyun in my couch cushion. Oh, and you're back. Great, let's go. Okay, first question. When did the Berlin Wall fall? Ha, I'm a poet and I didn't even realize it. And the correct answer is... Who got it right? Everyone is wrong. Prepare for your punishment. Welcome to the killing floor. Oh fun, a big pile of moolah. Take the money and I will kill everyone who didn't. But if you all take the money, then you all die. Don't be shy, talk it out. Let's see who has any kind of moral compass whatsoever. Nobody took the money. Wow. I really hate you guys. I really, really do. Let's take a look at the scores. Now, don't get upset if you're in last place. Just do your best and know that you are special. But also, I will kill you, so do better. I've got more questions for you. Okay, time for an easy one. Where are you? Who said this one? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Welcome back to the killing floor. I think it's time for some senseless violence. Attack someone! Defend yourself! Or you can grab money. As always, if nobody gets hurt, I'll be unhappy. Now go say hello to some people with your fists. Pick something, unless you're a pacifist, in which case, this shouldn't take... You tried to defend, but no one attacked you. I know you're being held in a murder dungeon against your will, but you really need to learn to trust people. Maybe this'll help. Why not take a moment to check out my full explanation of the tiebreaker rules over on my website. So, it looks like we're down to one already. Well, the final round room isn't quite ready. I shoved all my dirty clothes in there before you arrived, so let's stay out of there for a little bit. How about this? If you can somehow survive these next two questions, I'll give you a chance to escape during the final round. How about this? How many different languages are there on the Rosetta Stone? And the correct answer is... this one. Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Ugh, look at this mess. I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. I think I'm using the wrong type of lid for this jar of blood. I really need to get out all the lids and match them, but that's gonna take like a whole afternoon. Memorize the pattern of blood. Alright, that's enough time. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then here's that art again. Let's see if you messed it up. I bet this is the highlight in your sad little life. Let's try another one. Laughing can turn to screaming so quickly. Which comedian hosted the horror prank show Scare Tactics? Time's running out. And the correct answer is this. Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Aw, hell, son. It's math time. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 15 right, you die. Time to get your math on. While you guys are doing math, I've been learning how to fold origami. Today is all about improving ourselves. Your time is subtracting at an alarming rate. This was inevitable.
Terrible tragedy.
Welcome to the sequel that most people wait to experience until it comes out on video on demand. Alright, first question. Idi Amin was the ruthless dictator of what nation? And the correct answer is... Who got it right? Which leaves only you. I want to show you something. Welcome to the killing floor. It's time for some finger cutting. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's hard to mess this one up. Commence cutting. Are you trying to chew it off or something? Remember, the donation of your finger is tax deductible. Here's how everyone's doing so far. It's real early though, so don't freak out. Alright, next question. Which landmark is located on Salisbury Plain? Time's running out. Who picked this one? Which leaves only you. Let's play a game. Welcome back to the killing floor. It's time for a dice game. I'll go first. 10. Hi there. Should they roll higher or lower? The choice is yours. Ooh, there's some wiggle room. Let's see how this goes. You hate to see that. I love to see it, but I assume you hate to see it. Whoa, down to just one of you already? This is just like my last dinner party. Well, it's too early to serve dessert, so how about we do this? If you can survive the next 2 questions, I'll power up the final round and open the escape door. Let's try another one. Not that you can see it down here, but... How long does it take sunlight to reach Earth? Time's running out. Who picked this? Only a ghost got it wrong. Lame. Let's try this again. Oh shoot, I forgot to ask you guys if you were allergic to anything. Sorry about that. Anywho, who discovered penicillin? Who said this one? Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. Time to explore the magical world of words. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I will be really upset if you can't find at least a 7-letter word. Start poking those letters with your fingers. You're almost out of time. Let's see what you could come up with. It'll all be over soon.
Terrible tragedy.
Ooh, I love sequels. Let's hope this is more of a Godfather 2 and not a Blues Brothers 2000. Okay, first question. What body of water greets the canals of Venice? And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play chalices. There are 4 chalices. Half of them are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from. Here's a hint, only one of these is the cup of a carpenter. His name was Kevin, and he had a really weird taste in chalices. good to the last drop, if you know what I mean. Now let's see what everyone drank. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Oh, you brought a knife to a poison fight. Only one player left, huh? Well, the endgame is not quite ready, so let's do this. If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round. Let's try another one. What's the most common element in the human body? Who said? This one? Only a ghost got it wrong. Very good. Alright, next question. I got busted for using a fake photo on Tinder. You can imagine her surprise when I showed up instead of Frankie Muniz. Speaking of switcheroos, what lady is Cyrano de Bergerac wooing through the guise of another man? Who picked this? Which leads only you. Prepare for your punishment. Hello, guten Tag. Welcome back to the killing floor. It's time for a memory game. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've had enough time. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? I will accept 0 mistakes. Hey, remember this? How did you do? Drat, your brain saved your other organs. The whittling down to just 1 player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. Glad to see you've made it here alive. But can you escape with your body? Here's your first category. Diet Coke ingredients. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. Events in a decathlon. Decisions. Parts of the brain. Kill your friend and come back to life. It's the only way. Can you stay out of the shadows? African deserts. Here comes the next question. Cartoon characters with mustaches. That ghost is gonna get ya. States of Mexico. Now we're alive. What a crazy game, am I right? Chinese zodiac animals. is right, games. Ironies in Alanis Morissette's Ironic. Anytime today, kiddo. Maybe that one was too hard. Shellfish. So many kills. Here's another one. Carnivorous dinosaurs. Time is almost up.
Hey Tina, you get any interesting results from tapping into those cell phone cameras?
Oh yeah. 50% of the people were taking selfies, 60% of which were in front of a bathroom mirror. 40% of those were scantily clad, gorgeous females. 100% of which reminded me that I need to up my personal grooming game.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Agent Hawthorne, if you could, act naturally and report to observation.
Say, Rob, do you ever think there are people out there listening in on ARC?
Here at the government, we are constantly watching everything. Even Larry practicing his dumb clarinets.
You know what? You're dumb.
Most of the time, we just send the data to the giant supercomputer that actually runs the world. But today, let's play Espionage. Let's go! First up. All right, buckle in. I've got one for you. What percentage of people find kittens cuter than puppies? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual percentage. Got it. 85%. What do you think? Is the correct answer higher or lower? The vote is higher. Okay, let's see the right answer. 42%. You gotta be within 30% of the right answer to get points. Sorry, not sorry. And that percent is lower, so no points. Who's next? Ooh, the president asked us to look this up yesterday. What percentage of women own pairs of shoes they love but don't wear because they are uncomfortable? %. What do you think? The vote is lower. And Surveil says 82%. Yeah, not too shabby. And that ain't right. You'll get them next time. Okay, who's up next? Typey. What percentage of people have rollerbladed within the past year? %. Okay, higher or lower? Going with higher. Okay, right answer is 4%. A whopping 4%. Guess that fad's history. And sorry, no points. Next up. I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this. What percentage of people try to avoid direct skin contact when they reach for public doorknobs? %. What do you think? Lower it is. Now let's get to the right answer. 26%! If you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get sick. I just open doors with my mouth and cut out the middleman. Ooh, points for you! We made it through round 1. Let's peek at the scores. Not bad, but things are a little different in round 2. I'll explain as we go. Who's up first? These people have problems. What percentage of people have ever kissed a cat? Have an answer. 90%. In round 2, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, you'll get nothing. Going with lower. And the correct answer is 64%. Solidly mediocre. Nice job. I've got some points for you. Okay, who's up next? Ooh, I remember seeing good surveillance for this yesterday. What percentage of men have their hair cut at establishments that display barber's poles? You're almost out of time. 83%. Okay, higher or lower? Gotcha. Lower. Okay, let's see the right answer. 24%! Only 24%. Clearly, Supercuts doesn't have barber poles. Great answer. Double points for saying much lower. Who's next? No, not that kind of drinking. What percentage of people straight up drink a glass of milk every day? %. What do you think? You're saying higher. And Surveil says 11%. 1%. Can't do much better than that. Ah, that's too bad. That answer was closer than 15%. Shouldn't have doubled down. Next up. All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this? What percentage of people have read less than half of the books on their bookshelves? Anytime now. 35%. Okay, higher or lower? Lower it is. And the correct answer is 33%. 2% off. That'll get you some serious points. Ugh, I'm sorry. Double downs only count if the answer is off by 15% or more. It's time for the final round. We let the computer scour petabytes of data to find the most popular answers to this question. What item do people most often forget when they walk out the door? All right, let's see the answers. You have 3 guesses. The 3 most popular answers are worth points. Good luck! Let's see what answers you chose. And what are the most popular answers? Who's gonna get the gold star? Who is it, boy? Who is it? It's... Congratulations! You've won a game that should probably be illegal. I'm so proud of you.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I'm here to ask the weird questions that no one else is especially compelled to ask. Couple quick words before we jump into the game, and it is skippable because I'm not a monster. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing, and that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you've ever vomited on a plane. Vote for the faker now. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. Everyone suspects you found the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. If you want to pick a category, I will. It's going to be Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you've ever thrown up in public. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. It's easier to catch the faker if you all talk to each other. Throw around some wild accusations. All the votes went to... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. It's category picking time. Use your device to choose which type. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person who you suspect has the tidiest underwear drawer. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker even if everyone else is wrong. The votes singled out. You all got together and chose the wrong person. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. And the task was, point to the person who has the best laugh. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Everyone voted for... You all ganged up on the wrong person. Alright, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as foreign countries you visited. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. And everyone voted for... The faker has been found. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you have when somebody suggests playing Monopoly. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the votes were for... Group Mind steered you in the wrong direction. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. This was the task. Make the face you'd have if you won the lottery. All right, vote for who you think the faker is. Everybody voted for... That is indeed the faker. Better late than never. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you regularly get 7 or more hours of sleep. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if your shirt buttons. Vote for the faker now. And the prime suspect was... Well, at least you were all wrong together. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. everyone's answers to the first text task. The most recent type of animal you've either shared or received a cute video of. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Everybody voted for. You all caught the faker.